music. I'm just gonna do the whole intro again, so here you go. Good evening, welcome to the semi-finals of the Dreamhack Winter Online Qualifier number 3. And we're gonna see one game between these two teams. It's their last chance to get inside that final spot, or the spot in the finals I should call it. And having said that, there is no team profile up for Gamers League, who is on the Dire side. On the Radiant side we see Doors Novum, who's going to be playing on the Radiant side indeed, and otherwise known as DN Gaming. Both of the teams are from Sweden, with some import Danes, I believe. Although I have been seeing in the chat that these are all Swedish players, also the stand-ins, etc. As you can see, we have ourselves an all-pick remake, because players did not want to play in the Halloween map and rather had the normal map to probably have that a bit easier on the sounds and on everything basically. So that's why we're having a remake, and we have got one team with a jungle hero, one team without a jungle hero. So that's the biggest difference in this draft, I feel like. So that will be a jungle hero on Gamers League, so they will get that extra experience and farm in the jungle. As an interesting thing to notice, that they picked the Enchantress rather than the Chen while both were still in, and they had the chance to ban out the rest. So they want to go for some early aggression, and I think they can as well. So let's see who's playing what for Gamers League first. So like I said, we're going to have an Enchantress. It's going to be played by Quix. Zep Crash is going to be playing the Disruptor. It's going to be together on the lane with the Sven, who is going to be played by Shui, who is listing his Twitch channel right there. In the mid lane we'll have the Rubik. He's going to be played by Agam, or otherwise known as Doni. Standing in for this match on the bottom lane, we have got ourselves a lone Darkseer, and he's going to be played by ETA or Ada. And he'll be up against a tri-lane coming up from DN Gaming. It will be Frigo Lead, who's going to be playing that Jakiro. We're going to have Cedar on the Slaughter. Steph Style is going to be playing the Keeper of the Light, and this combination will mean a lot of aggression coming off, or able to come off I should say, from DN Gaming here. And I say able to come off because it's still very hard to catch out that Darkseer. Ice Path has to land, and then Slaughter has to already be slightly in position to land that crush, otherwise there won't be enough time. But it looks like they're going to try to do it anyway. They have wards. Cinch ward already placed here. Nice play, and is instantly going to be effective because, well, as you can see, ward getting placed, and that's going to be 100 gold gone. Oh, sorry, it's got reduced. 75 gold gone on the side of the Radiant. He's going to get some harassment for it, but you know what? That doesn't really matter for him, I think. Queen of Pain mid lane going to be played by Kniff, and he'll be up against that Rubik, so should be fine on both sides. I don't think either should be dying in theory, on paper. But we'll see how they're going to be doing it in this mid lane. Top lane is going to be Solo Bounty Hunter, who is of course master at getting experience without really being on the lane. Of course he is on the lane, but then he's just going to be invisible. Even though the blink was already there, they know that he's there. And the disconnect's already gone out. Do they have vision from there? Maybe when they were there, because they don't have it. Actually, do they? No, this is the vision from the Radiant side. This is the vision from the Dire side. Oh, apparently they knew. Awkward. Oh well, this is the entire vision back again, as we're waiting for the Bounty Hunter to reconnect back in. We see a drawing on the map, Queen of Pain. Drawing the map on the map from here. Maybe expecting a gang coming in from the side. It will of course be Disruptor who's going to be helping out that Sven. And Enchantress at some point is going to come out of that jungle. Already picked up a smoke, so indeed is going to be very aggressive. And I'm interested in seeing if she indeed can be part of that first blood, because that's going to be her. That's going to be her goal. Be part of that first blood, making sure that she fulfills her role as the early aggression jungle hero, I should call it. Let's call it that one. But at the same time, well, if they don't have dust or anything here, do they? No sentry wards, no dust. So they need that if they want to get a kill on the top lane. And if you want to get a kill on this bottom lane, That is actually possible. Look at that harassment already going on. Queen of Pain got one telekinesis, got a Fate Bolt. Or sorry, only Fate Bolt so far even. And is already having to use herself as well as her tangos. Only has two tangos left now. That is pretty painful. And that will be continuing. As they're of course harassing, or sorry, last hitting is a lot harder if you got that Fate Bolt on you, because it reduces your attack power. So interesting to see here that Queen of Pain is so far not really in favor of this lane. But like I said, in theory, she at least should not die. Look at this. Do they have something? Sentry board, hello! That's a stun, and a clap, and right clicks, and a kinetic field, and a first blood going to the Sven. Look at that setup. They knew he was here, patiently waiting, put down the sentry ward that got placed by someone that I still don't know who, probably the Enchantress then. I still don't see it. Was it courier there? Where on earth did they get the sentry ward from? Am I just missing it? Am I that blind? Because they only got one. Ah, look. They send it back with the courier. They got the one from the Darkseer, and then they sent the other one back. Thank you for making me so confused. But yeah, good first blood coming off from Gamers League as the harassment continues on this Queen of Pain, who actually does not see the courier there. Courier actually just get upgraded, just in case she did see it. She's of course one of those heroes that can just blink forward, get the last hit on the courier, and just back off again in time. As we see Bounty Hunter getting harassed a bit here, and we'll be having a tough time getting experience. The thing though about a Bounty Hunter is he will get a level 6 at some point, and he'll be useful regardless because of his track. So it's mainly delaying his track that you want to be doing there, and so far so good. It's already level 2 though, but he knows that there's a sentry ward still roaming around it, so I'm quite interested to see what he thinks he's going to be doing with that. As he's going to be maybe trying to find the Enchantress, picking off some of her creeps. Is of course always a nice thing to do, but Sven will be getting free from there as we have a breath going on to the Darkseer, who doesn't have a surge yet. Ice Path hits as well. Here comes the Slardar with haste, will land a crush, right clicks to go, should be a kill, and then one more hit, and the Steeder that picks up the last hit. He is being very low though. He has got some tangos and nobody is coming in here to try and snipe him off, but that is a pricely kill. It's still a kill though. Last hit of course for the Slardar, so extra gold for him as he does have to leave his lane, but not a bad thing, because him leaving the lane will leave Jakiro to be taking some free experience and gold on this lane, even though gold so far you missed the last hit, so I guess not that much gold, but still a nice job regardless, as it's now a one-on-one. Both the offlane heroes got picked off once already, as we see indeed Bounty Hunter harassing the Enchantress in the jungle. Right clicks. He can go invisible again in 3 seconds, and that's half the health of Quick's already gone. But he has a heal. He should be fine anyway. Queen of Pain in the meantime, 11 for 4 last hits, as we have got the Rubik being 17 for 7. So Rubik definitely getting ahead in this mid lane, with Woods already up on the Rubik as well as the bottle, and Queen of Pain just slightly behind there. Bounty Hunter gonna wait for the 4-minute rune. Let's see if he's gonna get lucky. Nope, he is not lucky. Double damage rune on the bottom lane. They do have a ward here, so they see it. With no ward on the bottom lane for the Dire side, but then again they have a ward on the top side, so they see that the ward is not there, or the rune is not there, so that they can go to the bottom rune spot and get it there. As the push is commencing on the top lane, that's of course Enchantress for you. Just pushing, and they don't really have to worry about this Bounty Hunter, because what is he gonna do? He cannot do anything. The moment he shows himself, he'll get stunned by the Sven. He'll get a kinetic field, maybe glimpse back, maybe a couple more right clicks from the Enchantress as well. But the tower will still drop more TPs incoming though. It is the Keeper of Light that comes in, of course, with this Illuminate, able to push back any lane. And it's definitely needed if they want to keep their tier 2 tower, and that is indeed gonna be the case. Just gonna maybe stick around for some more harassment to continue to push the lane out, because he's not really needed on this bottom lane. Jakiro and Slardar can do this by themselves. Fate Bolt going through here again as a Shadow Strike latches, but Rubik not really backing off. And Queen of Pain forced to blink away. 17 on 5 for her, and 21 on 7. I was gonna say, that's awkward. 21 for 7. So Queen of Pain actually picking up a bit. That's also, of course, because of the double damage rune. Stun landing on the Bounty on the level 3 versus level 5. Right clicks to go. Does have invisibility if he wants to, though. Doesn't even bother on using the mana for that one. As Sven realizes that he can't kill him and just backs off and continues farming as well. As we see the Darkseer already getting 7 last hits. Of course, he's having a tough lane, so shouldn't be really expecting too much of him. He still has more than the Bounty Hunter, who's also a long lane solo though. And Slardar being on 26 for 15, so doing an amazing job. But we do have to compare it to the free farming Sven. Sven who's got 26 for 12, so very even on those two heroes. Even though the tower, of course, went down on the top lane, and it was Sven that picked up the last hit for the tower, so more gold towards him than there is gold for the Slardar. Having said that, tower still needs to be going down, so when they start to push that one down, maybe he gets last hit, maybe he gets even, but for now, Sven winning it from the Slardar. And Queen of Pain now actually ahead compared to the Rubik, who actually left the lane to pick up a regen rune. Dual breath. There is a surge this time on the Darkseer though, but the crush will still be there. Is there going to be more ice path as well? And this should be another kill, and it is. Jakiro this time picking up the last hit. No surge from the Darkseer. Quite surprised at that, but he did not have time. Too much disable. Too much disable indeed. And if he would have cast his surge before the Slardar crushed him, then he would have stand still to cast it, and he would have been crushed regardless. So there's really not much that you can do in that kind of situation, I would imagine. As we have Enchantress being a bit passive again in the jungle. Quite surprising. Maybe he wants to go maybe for a gank at some point in mid. She still has her smoke in her bags. With the set tower she is able to throw out some extra burst damage, but for now, yeah, being passive here as the Shadow Strike latches again, but Rubik now level 7 stole the blink from the Queen of Pain. One of the better spells to steal. Queen of Pain though, level 7, got Sonic Wave. Might be looking to kill some stuff, as we also see Bounty Hunter coming here, but he's only level 5, so not ready yet to be throwing out some tracks, but he does scout out the Enchantress coming there with a Troll Warlord. Will get netted himself actually and gets a lot of harassment here. Can go invisible if he wants to, and Queen of Pain actually chasing that down. There comes a Shadow Strike. Lincoln, a Sonic Wave could go as well if he wants to get the kill. Is it needed though? Illuminate going through might not be needed. Rubik picking up the Keeper of Light with the Fade Bolt. No Sonic Wave from the Queen of Pain. And it glimpse back from the Bounty Hunter, and he'll be actually getting into safety because of that. Should be fine. Pops herself. Queen of Pain also out. Did not get the kill. Bounty Hunter actually not out of the bush just yet. Or is he? They don't know that he's there. And he can go invisible again when his own runs out. And he should be fine. Enchantress still looking for something. Can't find it though. But I do feel that Sonic Wave, if it was just used, Queen of Pain would have been able to get a kill, but not able to do so. In the meantime, bottom lane getting harassed a lot. Tier 1 tower taking some pressure, but Rubik coming in now, TPing Fade Bolt. And that's the creep wave about as good as gone. And Slardar continuing to farm on this bottom lane. 1400 gold in his inventory, going for a BKB first by the looks of it. Picked up the Ogre Club as we have, oh god, the Darkseer trying to get some experience in the mid lane, but will it be coming his end? No! Nice popping of the cell, 23 HP, but that is gonna be taken care of by Kniff with the blink in and the right click that did the job there. And Disruptor not able to do anything there anymore. Illuminate going through, pushing the lane out still. Maybe forcing some people to be standing here so that Slardar can push out the bottom lane. Could be the case. Rubik actually coming back towards the middle lane again. As we take a quick look at the gold graph. 2k in favor of the Dire team. That's of course because of the thing I said. Enchantress farming in that jungle. And Darkseer getting more last hits than the Bounty Hunter on their off lanes. And Enchantress, of course, the support that's getting, like I said, that's getting farm. While not all the supports of DN Gaming can be getting that farm because they're not solid jungle heroes. It's that simple. Experience graph though will be quite even, slightly in favor of the Radiant side. They do have a kill more, but really it's not that much difference. So that's really basically neglectable. As Disruptor came towards the mid lane, and we also have Enchantress standing ready. No creeps for her though. And it has got something on from the courier. Picked up her threads. Still has the smoke. Not anymore. She used it. Thank you. I was about to say, gonna have smoky bags for the rest of the game, but no. Gonna go towards the mid lane. Places a ward. Let's see if they can pick off the Queen of Pain. They of course have the telekinesis. They can blink after her if they want to. They can glimpse her back from the blink if they have vision. They've got a slow, but she is level 8. And level 6 and level 4 on the Disruptor. And they actually not even gonna try. Gonna rotate towards the top lane. Maybe try to get a kill on the Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter who is level 6 now, so can start to throw out some tracks. As Sven is around here as well. And there's the kinetic field. Impetus, right clicks, holy cow, a lot of damage sent forward being placed there, but that's Sven picking up the kill. Nice gank, and he did not have a chance to survive there. Not at all. That will be at the cost of a ward, but that is worth it. That is worth it indeed, even though, like I said, he is level 6 now. And he did manage to pick up a bottle before he died, by the looks of it. As we have Rubik actually blinking away, or getting a harassment again from Kniff on his Queen of Pain. 1k gold up on the Queen of Pain. Curious to see what she's going to go for. If she's... Oh, wow. Blink in. Screams. Sonic Wave gets the kill. And no blink for Rubik this time. Not fast enough. Too fast of a kill. And Jakiro just coming in there to check if everything's okay. And maybe help to throw down some harassment on this tower. As more supports are incoming, we have Enchantress as well as Disruptor again here. Queen of Pain gonna get a Shadow Strike, gonna blink away, but the glimpse is back. It's actually on the Jakiro, gonna be locked inside a kinetic field, but no, it doesn't pop in time. Surge up on the Darkseer though, gonna try to get something, doesn't have a vacuum. We now have 4 heroes in the mid lane on the side of Gamers League. And Illuminate will go through to stop them from taking the tower. Ice Path as well, slowing them down. Stun still hitting on Jakiro, doing a lot of damage, and Impetus hits there as well, and Enchantress actually overextending, getting screamed at, tower hitting as well, but the Nature's Attendants doing the works, Illuminate going through, not hitting her anymore, and the Surge helps her get away as well. And no kills done in the mid lane, and what did he steal? He stole the Scream. You want to steal the Blink, of course. But not getting it for now. Of course, the Scream is nice for farming, and it is level 4, so it is a nice one to steal regardless. But you want to get the Blink, ideally. In the meantime, Slaughter not leaving his lane just yet. Building towards the recipe of the BKB now. 1k gold to go. And has just been continuing his farm. I'm actually going to switch to the net worth, where we see that Sven is actually slightly in favor of gold, but only by a very small amount, which is interesting to note, because Sven took the last hit of a tower, and there are no towers down yet on the side of Gamers League themselves. So in fact it is Slaughter that's getting the most out of his lane, and will only get more gold as the towers go down, with mid tower not going down yet as Sven pulled the creeps back. Sven also going for a BKB by the looks of it. Picked up an Ogre for himself. Let's see what the rest is building actually. Oh, actually, this does not sound good. Rubik clearing out the creep wave. Slaughter coming in, pops his haste. Wants to go for something. Telekinesis is there though. There's a stun as well. Surge away on the Rubik. There's gonna be Queen of Pain incoming. Gonna be with a haste rune as well, landing a Shadow Strike. Gonna get a Fate Bolt and a Scream in the face, and actually takes a lot of damage. Has to back off again. Darkseer now taking a lot of damage. There's no Sonic Wave from the Queen of Pain. She could push it out though if she wants to. Rubik taking a breath as... Oh, not getting the kill. That gets the kill though. Darkseer's Iron Shell doing the works as Rubik goes down to the bounty onto Shuriken toss from the back. And that's a one-on-one trade. And Darkseer as well as Enchantress backing out, and Queen of Pain actually not dying here. And not using her Sonic Wave either. Being very careful with that though. I think she could have gotten a kill on the Darkseer. But probably was too scared about giving away her life with that Rubik being around there with mana plenty. Keeper of Light might be locked out of position here. There's a kinetic field, a stun. Locked inside. You're going down, Steph style. Sven on the killing spree. That's not something you want to see if you are a fan of DN Gaming. And he has been part in 3 kills, and he's got all last hits of the kills themselves. And on top of that, of course, the last hit of the tower. So he's doing pretty good on the farm with Slaughter. Of course, also doing okay-ish, but not getting as many kills as the Sven is getting so far. Bounty Hunter gonna run away from this Rubik, who has got 700 gold in his inventory. Is there gonna be a track and invisibility again? No? No? There we go. And he stole the track. That's what I said, it's so easy to steal that. And the moment now Bounty Hunter shows himself, that's gonna be the end of his invisible spree. So he's gonna be visible. Impetus landing on the Keeper of the Light. He backs off. It's gonna be fine. Gonna be fine. Queen of Pain, 2k gold in her inventory. Really curious to see what she's gonna go for. Maybe she wants to go for a sheep stick or something to deal with that Sven. Like, you have to deal with him regardless when he has his BKB on, but if you can control him for the rest of the fight, in between or before or after, that might make a big difference there. And she has her Sonic Wave ready. She wants to go for something. Enchantress actually coming in. There's a telekinesis, a track, and this is gonna be no track kill for the Radiant side, for the Dire side, but it is gonna be Jakiro that drops Is it gonna be more? Here comes the Slaughter, wanna land a crush, gets it on the Darkseer, chasing down his Rubik though as he gets locked inside a Static Storm. Is he gonna be finding a next target? He doesn't seem to know who is gonna be attacking, and now he walks away. There's another crush on the Darkseer, glimpse back though in the midst of everybody. One more hit needed, and it will be the Disruptor that gets the track kill for the dire side. Bounty Hunter also tracked in a Static Storm, will be dying as well. 3 down for 0 on the side of DN Gaming. All in favor of the dire team, and that is 2 out of those were track kills. And it's actually, I say 3, but of course the Jakiro died as well. Jakiro died as well, so that's 4 for 0 in favor of Gamers League, and they get a tier 1 tower in return as well. And the only one that wasn't there for the Radiant side was the Keeper of Light, who was in the mid lane pushing the lane back from the Sven, who was farming there. Sven, who was got his min through hammer now, just needs the recipe. And this was the first time that Slaughter died, being set back a bit for his BKB. Only needs 300 gold though. It's really not that much. Might have already had it before he died even. And again, 2k gold up on the Queen of Pain, and was also having a setback there. Let's see what the rest were building. That was what I was doing. On the Radiant side, we don't know that much yet. We still see the Dire side, who are of course slightly ahead in gold, of course, as well. Almost 4k in favor even. Tracks 2 up on the Rubik. This is making such a big difference though. I just want to point that out again. I mean, I said it during the draft, but if you're watching the VOD then you don't know that I said that. Rubik getting the track is such a big difference. The reason you pick up a Bounty Hunter is because of his track. It's just that simple. I mean, you want an offlaner, yeah, there's a lot of options. What do you want? Do you want a roar? Do you want a track? Do you want a silence? Or a shackle? It's basically that. And they chose to go for a track, which is of course very nice, because you have on DN Gaming they have a very strong aggression team for mid-game aggression. But if you're then going to give your track away, well, that's a whole different ball game then, because then you kind of lost your advantage that you got from picking that specific offlane. Illuminate going through, glimpse back on the Keeper of the Light, gonna be locked inside a Kinetic Storm. Or Kinetic Field rather, Disruptor picking him off. Don't even need a Static Storm for that. Too easy of a pickup. Stun being used there by the Sven as well. A lot of burst damage going through. Queen of Pain blinking out of there, and I think this tier 1 tower has seen his last hours. Last minutes, last seconds. Look at that damage. God Strength being used for that. Gonna be locked inside an Ice Path though. Queen of Pain throwing us some harassment. We actually have Slaughter coming in there. He has a BKB complete. Needs to use it. Goes down anyway. Static Storm, they're doing a lot of work, and it will be already 4 down on the side of DN Gaming, and they might get a 5th here. Keeper of Light's back up already. Telekinesis here. Queen of Pain will still get picked up by the impetus of the Enchantress. And only Keeper of Light left alive, who's going to be thrown down in the an Illuminate to push back the lane, but the tower is still doomed. Will still go down again. Sven picking up the gold for that one. Has his BKB now ready. And this was the BKB ready for the Slaughter, not making any difference whatsoever. He got it up too late and he still took so much damage. I mean, if you're up first this Sven and you're going to use your BKB, it really won't stop him from hitting like a truck. And they are going to get a Roshan in return for this as well. Not pushing to the tier 2s just yet. Feeling pretty confident at that. Thinking to get ahead with Roshan kill earlier than, or before that. I don't really blame them. It's free gold, in fact, in a way. Invisibility rune on the Rubik, who now knows that there is a ward placed there, who also still has a track. This is really deadly for the Radiant team. We see the gold graph dropping and dropping. Experience graph, of course, the same, because they are getting these kills. And of course, it's not track that is actually getting those kills, but it does mean a lot. And the kills are mostly orchestrated by a good play from this Disruptor here. With the initiation on the Keeper of the Light that kind of started their fight, gave the opening for the fight. As we have Slaughter in a bit of trouble, you're going to be getting a Telekinesis, a track, a stun, a glimpse, BKB TP out. That's the only thing he can do, and he did it too. Nice job. As otherwise he would have died for sure, but he realized what kind of position he was in and just TP'd out. We're going to continue farming elsewhere, which is of course something that he has to do. He needs that farm. TP out also from the Bounty Hunter, who didn't want to be standing against his Enchantress or against the Darkseer, because they were of course both there. Enchantress picking up a mechanism, having that one complete. Let's see, the Darkseer is building towards a pipe. Keeper of Light actually calling someone to him, and hello Cedar. Hello Enchantress also. Track is up on there. Shadow Strike screams. Ice Path trackled for the entire team. Because it is 5 heroes here of DN Gaming on the top lane. With nobody else but the Enchantress around to kill off for DN Gaming. Let's see if they're gonna get more. For the people in the chat asking, I will be casting the We as Asian versus Foda game, which is the finals of the 4PL Cup. The date for that has not been set yet, and will be set after this match in collaboration with me. Yay. Because it will also depend on when the finals of the Dreamhack qualifiers are, because this is only the semi-finals. I say only, it's still a pretty big match. Because they only have one chance. It's a best out of one. Only one chance left to get inside Dreamhack into the invite list. Otherwise you have to go through the bring your own computer qualifiers, because there's still 2 of those at the location itself. But you kind of want to already have your spot. Telekinesis there, Keeper of Light, gonna get stunned up. No, not yet. Ice Path, Crush, Rubik, overextending. Support coming in too late. Kinetic Field still there though. Are they gonna be able to glimpse someone back? Yes they are. Hello Queen of Pain. You are gonna be going down, vacuum back in the Kinetic Field. In the Static Storm, and that is the Queen of Pain going down. Keeper of Light still being tracked up. They're trying to run away as Disruptor gets that extra movement speed. Another Kinetic Field. Crush lands on Sven, but Sven will be able... Oh, Ice Path, nice. Everybody runs in it. And Cedar will be pulled back by the recall from the Keeper of the Light. No, it gets interrupted. He stood still. He shouldn't have stood still. Static Thunderstrike does the works, and he goes down. Darkseer picking up the kill. That standing still is not something that you should be doing. That can be considered bad play, though he might have been in range regardless. But the thing about recall is, it's very nice to get carries to a fight, but if you want to save someone, he has to actually not be attacked for a while. Because as soon as you get attacked, it's over. You're not going to get recalled, and the spell does get put on cooldown, so you can't just spam it out. And that's a tier 2 tower going down, the first one of the game. It's going to be going down on the side of DN Gaming. As the gold graph is now hanging between 5k and 7.5k gold. In favor still, of course, of Gamers League, as Slardar still is trying to farm as much as he can. And I kind of think that either Queen of Pain or Bounty Hunter should be going towards a semi-carry role. We do have Bounty Hunter picking up an Overclock, so might be going for BKB, which would be the first start to that. But is it going to be in time? I am not sure. Queen of Pain indeed picking up an ultimate orb. Now is it going to be a sheep stick still to be dealing with that Sven? Or does she want something else? Tracks going off everywhere. Slardar coming in. BKB is activated everywhere. Vacuum inside the Kinetic Field. Look at this damage. Blink away from the Queen of Pain. It is Bounty that is still hanging around. Now going back there. Mechanism being popped. Sonic Wave hits on 3. Nice job. And Sven now on the run. Getting surged. Slardar also on the run though. Running towards the wrong side. As in that's not towards your base. Getting locked inside a Kinetic Field, getting stunned, going down, Disruptor picking up the last hit. Telekinesis now on the Bounty Hunter, inside the Static Storm, Impetus going through, look at that damage, inside the center forward, will be out though, Queen of Pain blinking away there. For a staff forward, might still get it, Fade Bolt going through, 14 HP left, stun landing on the back on the Queen of Pain, who is going to try to blink away again, going to try to TP out. Kinetic Field still there, but she is out. She has TP'd out of there. As Sven, he doesn't really care that he's at 100 HP. He's going to be having an Aegis anyway. 3,300 gold there. As they're going to get the second tier 2 tower. As I do think this game is starting to look more and more in favor of Gamers League. And this is, well, DN on the back foot for sure. Like, normally you would have something like a hard carry still left to, you know, have some hope later on. But Slardar is their hard carry, and he's now died 4 times. After having a good start, he got shut down hard. He could not be bringing his role into fights. He's now going for drums, which is of course a nice item to have in global, but if you're going to go for as a carry, you might want to leave the building the drums to someone else and you yourself go for some extra damage items or something like that. But drums it is. Mechanism complete on the Keeper of Light, as we already saw. We still have the Bounty Hunter, of course, building towards a BKB. Will take a while. And Queen of Pain, 2k gold once again. And we'll look over to the dire side, where the drums are already complete up on the solo mid Rubik. He's also got a 4-staff. Mana boots nicely done there. As this guy he has so much farm right now. He has 3,900 gold. He's already got his BKB. Could buy anything else. Normally you see still a Mask of Madness on the hero. But we'll find out sooner or later what he's going to be buying. As it looks like he's walking towards a secret shop. He doesn't even trust a donkey to bring his items. He wants to pick him up themselves. And it's going to be a Hyperstone. Either a Salt Cuirass or... I'm kind of hoping for a Maelstrom. A Mjolnir then. No. Damn it. Why don't I ever get lucky with that? Ooh, 4-step up Rubik. He's in some trouble there. Telekinesis on the Slardar, who's actually going to be in more trouble if he continues chasing, but he doesn't. Illuminate going through, Mana Leak up on the Rubik there, and there he comes again. BKB being popped, Crush hits, right clicks to go, Ice Pad lands as well, Rubik goes down, Rubik's buys back though, Stun landing on Queen of Pain as well as on Slardar, BKB activated on the Sven, who will be able to help take down the Slardar, and it will be the Keeper of Light that's gonna play a cat and mouse and will be getting out of there. Well, Jakiro, will he be as lucky? Queen of Pain actually TP'd out of that also. Jakiro now TPing out as well, also getting lucky there. Last one alive is the Bounty Hunter, and he should be, sorry, last one around I should say, because there's of course more heroes alive. But also retreating, and that is a very, very fast flee from the Radiant side, and that's just something about the state of the game. As soon as you're running from that fight like that, I mean, you know you don't have the advantage, and it's a good thing to be running. It will depend how far they run though, because they kind of can't defend this anymore, not without the Slardar. Illuminate will still go through, doing some damage, but look at that, it barely did any damage on the Sven. And as I said, I'm kind of sad that's not going to be a Mjolnir, because I like Mjolnirs. Mjolnirs are fun. But then again, probably the most wise item choice is the Assault Cuirass, which he now has practically complete. Almost. 30k gold, sorry, that would be a lot. 3k gold up on the Queen of Pain. Still not bother items. Probably doesn't want to get rid of the Mantle of Intelligence, I don't know. For buying the Mystic Staff, I think it's gonna be. Rubik with a Regen Rune. Not an easy target to gank, they might still try it though. But it looks to be a bit risky as there's still a Darkseid and Enchanters around, but now he backs off as well as his teammates, so that's gonna be a retreat there, as all the tier 2 towers are actually down on the side of DN Gaming, and they really have to be careful. They don't want to be picking up any fights because they just don't have the advantage there. They want to be having pickups with the amplified damage from the Slardar. They want to have Slardar continuing to farm, which he hasn't really been able to do. I mean, look at the net worth. Even the Enchantress has higher net worth than the Slardar on the Radiant side. That is quite painful to be seeing there. Queen of Pain, of course, still fairly high. But then again, is she going to be able to carry? She is being the utility hero now, wants to go for that sheep stick. Which is of course very nice and will also give her damage, etc. But a semi-carry, I'm not sure if she can be that for her team. I'm just not sure. So you have the experience graph dropping towards, sorry, gold graph dropping towards the 10k. Below 10k already on the experience graph, as in, it looks below because it is graph going down, but it's actually more than 10k, I should say. Experience in favor of the Dire team. They are of course having the double amount of kills as the Radiant team has, which is a lot of kills. Darkseid are going to be building towards an Aghanim's, already finished up his pipe. Able to do that already. We have the Enchantress actually picking up an ultimate orb. Is she also going to be going for a sheep stick? That would be really nice, because Slardar is basically the only threat for the Dire team, as well as the Queen of Pain. If you can sheep one of those two, there's just so many heroes out of play that can do that damage, and then there's basically nobody left apart from Bounty Hunter. But Bounty Hunter is going for a build that is also, I mean, his BKB is not ready yet. He's got Phase Boot, but he's not going to be able to do that much damage yet. He's not the real threat. The only threat that he is giving is the tracks that he is throwing out. As it looks like Roshan is almost up again. There we go, up again. So that will be the fight that decides who gets Roshan. Most likely. Smoke is still up on the DN Gaming, and we also have, looks like we might have a smoke up from these people as well. As they're roaming together. No smoke. The Assault Cuirass up on the Sven. And it will be Roshan, and they're not even going to try to take it down, which is quite surprising. I mean, you have got a Macropire, Ice Path, Sonic Wave, all those spells are nice AoE spells, good for clutch plays like plays at the Rush Pit. And It will be Rubik that picks up the Aegis. Interesting choice. I would expect it to be up on the Sven, but maybe they're thinking, you know what, our Sven is not going to die anyway. Picks up a Morrowind Mask, so might still see a Mask of Madness. Queen of Pain farming top. Sheepstick indeed complete. So that might mean a change for the next fight, as we have Bounty on 2400 gold up on him. Looks like Gamers League is looking for a target, or maybe because they're farming all together inside their own jungle, which is not really ideal. Maybe they're just very scared and don't want to be giving anything away right now. I wouldn't blame them. Like I said, important match, semi-finals, Dreamhack online qualifiers, last chance before having to go to the bring your own computer qualifiers. Still the ultimate orb only. Ghost Scepter up on the Disruptor, able to of course stay alive against that Slardar. Courier is actually having a Gem of Truth side up on his up on himself, but will be picked up by the Darks here. What's Enchantress gonna be doing here? Walking around a bit. Is she baiting or something? There's no wars up for the Radiant though, apart from this one. Very defensive, and it only just got placed. See who has the other one. Keeper of the Light does. Still hasn't placed it though. Heroes coming into the Radiant jungle that are not Radiant. And more incoming as well in the form of a Sven. But you can see the state of the game. I mean, DN Gaming, they really don't know where to farm right now. They don't have the place to farm. If they farm bottom lane, you can see already the aggressive ward being placed here. They will be caught out, and even now it is the Disruptor that shows himself on the lane, basically implying, you know what, if you would have continued farming this, we would have been able to gank you. So please don't farm on the bottom lane anymore, apart from near your tower. Basically shutting them down the farm. That's the other way a ward placed, so helping out with a bit of map control. And they're gonna just stand here to defend. Even though we see the drawing on the minimap with Sven expecting them to come in from behind. But even if they would have come in from behind, I don't think that would have been the right choice. Ice Path only locking in some creeps. Illuminate going through as well, also only on creeps. Well, some damage being done to the Darkseer, but then again he has a pipe that really doesn't do that much. And it looks like we are having ourselves a siege. How is this gonna go, you ask? Ooh, the pipe is up, they wanna go for this. Ice Path, gonna latch on some creeps, also on the Sven though, but doesn't do a lot of damage. Blinding Light will help delay the push somewhat, but look at that. Fortification gets popped and they don't have a way in. They're trying to look for a no blink tag on the Slardar, who's now level 14. Warcry being popped, Sven picking up the Ice Path, gets the track on himself as well. But no tower down yet, no kills down, no heroes down, no nothing down. And they might wait again until the pipe is up again. Though the more free damage they get on the tower, the better, right? So, and that's what they've been getting. Well, do they back off now or just waiting for the next creep wave? That's the most important question. Earn up on the enchantment, and they actually back off. Couple more of these though, tower will drop. Only one more of that one either. Regardless. Well. No, they still want to try to catch someone. They find themselves a Disruptor who's gonna get crushed. Even with the Ghost Scepter, you will still get crushed. Sonic Wave will do the job. It was forced that forward. BKB activated on the Bounty Hunter. Jakiro trying to get away from that one. Tracks up though. Rubik managed to steal that one. So movement speed for everybody. And that is why you saw everybody being so fast. Ice Path on the creep. Illuminate going through as well. And they back off once more. And now they know that there is a ward there. Otherwise, that Disruptor would not have gotten picked off. And one kill going the way of the Radiant side. They're not getting that much more though. And for the Dire side, the things that they gained, apart from of course most of the damage of the tower, as in most of their HP of the tower, they also gained the mindset, like, shutting down the enemy, because they couldn't farm, and they are ready way earlier to go back to farming than the Radiant team is. The Radiant is going to be continuing to push the lane side while they already cleared out the Radiant jungle, which is now respawned once more. Sorry for the cat sounds. 1800 gold already up on the Sven. Wow, I'm being messy with these names. Yeah, cat thinks so too. Illuminate going through. 3,700 gold up on the Rubik. What are you gonna buy? Is it gonna be a blink dagger? Then he would be like the fastest Rubik there, or at least the most mobile one. Amplify damage up on the same target as the track. Making for a good target, but they cannot really go in on it. Not at all. Blink in, crush, right clicks, BKB activated, Shuriken toss as well, and that's the Aegis pop. Glimpse back on the Keeper of the Light though, not gonna be doing that much more. Ice Pad, latches in, the Enchantress, gonna get a dual breath as well, nice kinetic field though, Static Storm as well, and the Slaughter goes down, Jakiro goes down. It will still be the Rubik that gets picked up on the side, Quick's being turned into a Piglet, buybacks happening all over the map, Jakiro and Rubik buying back, Enchantress still dropping. It is gonna be Disruptor that's gonna try to TP himself out, and he will be able to do so. Nice job for him, as Rubik is back on this bottom lane. Nice initiation coming off from the Radiant team. They knew they had to do something, and they did get 2 kills. They traded though, they traded 2 for 2, but got a buyback from the Rubik as well. But at least making sure that they're still in this game, making sure that they're still fighting, and the opponent know that. Also giving away that Queen of Pain, of course, has got her sheepstick ready. In the meantime, bottom lane, Telekinesis, Jakiro, troubles, right clicks, and that's a kill. Dual breath being stolen by the Rubik, very strong nuke there, as well as the 30% slow, of course, not to be joked with, as we see the Sven actually gonna be in a lot of trouble, gonna get picked up by the Bounty Hunter, had his BKB activated, but that could not stop all the right clicks from going through, could not TP out in time either as well, as you can see. Picked up a Chrysalis now, gonna get some crit. So nice job for him there. And that is 2 pickups again, but in fact you can see it. It is Jakiro for the Sven. And that is in favor of DN Gaming. Picking up their carry. And Blink Dagger now up on the Slaughter as well as a Blink Dagger up on the Rubik. So that's indeed what he wants to go for. And of course he bought back, so costing him some gold there. As we see the net worth still in favor of the Sven, even though he died just now. He is still about 5k higher than the highest up on the Radiant side, which is the Queen of Pain. And Queen of Pain with her sheepstick is gonna go for a BKB now too. Of course she wants to be able to stay alive, not being stuck in that kinetic field, not in the Static Storm, stuns from the Sven, everything. There's so much magical annoyance coming out of the Dire team right now that you want to be able to be immune to that. BKB is the answer to that one. We have a Desolator being built up by the Bounty Hunter. I could say again that I want him to build a Maelstrom, but on a Bounty Hunter that's just not that reasonable. Well, it is a reasonable to go for a Desolator, of course. Especially if you're up versus Sven, you want to be able to diminish his armor a bit, and if you then combine that with the amplified damage of the Slaughter, that is a lot of minus armor on that Sven, and you know he is such a tanky hero, so you need that, especially with that Assault Cuirass up on him, of course, as well. He's just continuing to farm. Let's check out his gold per minute. Actually, 476, and the second highest is also his teammate. It's the Rubik actually, who is the second highest on the gold per minute. Not what I was expecting. Queen of Pain second. Oh well, actually 1 gold difference with the Rubik. That is basically nothing. Regeneration. But doing a nice job on this Rubik for sure. We're gonna swap back to that one, where we actually see that Slaughter finally managed to catch up with the net worth of the Rubik, or was catching up. Right now he's setting in base and actually losing some money there. So there's still a chance for DN Gaming to get back on top of this. The gold graph is being kept even, and if they can continue to defend their base and Gamers League cannot push in, then eventually they will be getting their gold back. In theory. It's all about the decisions that you make. And now, right now, they made the decision to go for a smoke. And there's gonna be 4 heroes here for the Dire team. Are they gonna try to smoke up also? That would be funny. But they have a gem. They have indeed the smoke up. There's a blink in though. Crush only hits on the Sven, but the kinetic field BKB activated. Static Storm doesn't do anything. Necropire being laid down. BKB and God Strength off on Sven, who lands a stun on 2 people. Keeper of the Light as well as the Bounty Hunter already going down. Ice Pad ledges on the Darkseer. Jakiro tries to find a way out. Glimpse hit on the Slaughter, who goes down there. Imp is still doing a lot of damage, but Slaughter, Jakiro out of that one. Queen of Pain also back. Did she actually buy back? Or how did she get there? I guess she TP'd, activated her BKB, activated her sheep, and then got back to base. Doesn't even have buyback, even if she wanted to. And this will be the Roshan for the Dire team. I don't think that the Radiant team were expecting that many people to be there. I mean, maybe 1 or 2, yeah, but the entire team was there, and it will be the Aegis again up on the Rubik. The cheese was picked up by the Sven, and who has 3,600 gold already again. So having a nice collection there, as he's probably going to be finishing his Daedalus soon. 3k gold already up on the Rubik. They have so much gold. Buybacks on 3 heroes of the Dire team, while no buybacks on anybody of the Radiant team. Massive difference, of course, but we do know that there's a gold difference. It's coming towards the 15k. And this is already updated with last fight though, so this is basically at 13k, 14k, 15k. Never mind, now it's updated. Wow, that's confusing. But then it's 15k in favor of the Dire team. Another ward being placed, Illuminate going through. Gonna be trying to stop the creep wave, but you know, for that to be stopped, you have to actually have a creep wave that you gotta hit with your Illuminate, which actually wasn't the case. That's a nice path, that will help out. Warcry being put up there, and it's the tower they want. Illuminate still going through, but let's see if they can get the tower fortification going off. Will they be going in on this? Here comes the Slaughter, could blink in and try to crush. Track up on the Rubik. Nice positioning by Gamers League, as there's not going to be a perfect rush for that Slaughter. Stun lands on someone where BKB is activated all around. Man fight going on right here. Who is going to be winning? Cheese is used. It will be the Sven that gets turned into a piglet though, but still so much damage done there. Sven actually picking up a double kill. Zakiro and Bounty Hunter already going down. Slaughter also dropping on the side to the Enchantress. Kinetic Field will not lock in the Keeper of the Light, but they don't really care about the Keeper of the Light. They care about these barracks, and they will be able to get those as well. They will be able to get the ranged ones as well. And there's nothing that DN Gaming can do against us right now. They just don't have the heroes. Queen of Pain, I mean, yeah, she has a Sonic Wave, could throw it out or something, but really, you won't really hurt the heroes with it. No heroes down on the side of Gamers League. It's definitely painful to see for DN Gaming. They have 23 seconds before their Sven is back, before their Slaughter is back up. As the barracks will still drop. We have Sven being turned into a piglet once again, but he doesn't really mind about that. He has almost 7k gold. Even if he dies, he has a buyback. And they will be getting that one. We have someone being turned into a piglet. Queen of Pain herself actually being turned into a piglet, with Enchantress, of course, having her sheep stick complete as well. Sonic Wave going through. Sven actually almost dying. And now it's gonna back off. But the barracks, 2 sets of barracks still down. Illuminate not gonna hit anything anymore. And that is very painful for DN Gaming. Like, that they didn't have that much of a chance anyway, and right now their chances only got diminished, and they know it too. So they call the GG, which will mean that Gamers League will be taking on Gamers University in the finals for the Dreamhack Online Qualifier. The finals, which will be happening either on Tuesday or on Thursday. The date for that will be decided after this match, and I will be able to tell you that as soon as we end, so that we know when it's gonna be. The finals is gonna be a best out of 3. Will also be casted by me, as we are waiting for the throne to explode. So it is gonna be Gamer University or Gamers League, which we will be seeing getting an invite to Dreamhack Winter 2012, which is gonna be. Only one way to find out. Gotta watch the match. Thursday or Tuesday. I don't believe there's that many Dota up regardless, so might as well watch it, right? Throne exploding now. If you want to support me, please subscribe to my YouTube, youtube.com/SheeverGaming. If you want to find out more about Dreamhack, you can go to dreamhack.se. You can find all the information there. Just click on the esports tab and you see a Dota section there as well. As this was actually the only cast for me tonight. Sorry for being a bit more passive, I call it, than normal. I don't know why. It just happened. Oh well. Let's switch overlays and see when the finals are going to be, so I can tell you that. And then we will be, well, I will be playing some matchmaking, I think. Anyway, be right back.